Babe, I've been waiting to drop the soul. Because now it's the problem. I make my cake at Bootz Bakery. She be so good, so they fuck with me. Donuts and pastries and all type of flavorings. Turn up the heat and then fricassee. Yeah, that is me on the TV screen. Don't look away, cause I'm savory. Yes, I will save you the hot donut sinus or no powdered sugar, cause I don't do coke no more.
If you wanna know what a motherfucking boss looks like,
put on your makeup, baby.
A bitch that handles big bitches.
It has come to my motherfucking goddamn gay attention that HBO Max has released a tell-all documentary about our girl, our mother, Miss Cleo. I'm really big about paying homage to people who have preceded myself in terms of the success I have with being a psychic and a spiritualist. So I was thrilled to actually be blessed with such a beautifully put together documentary by HBO Max. It was really, really fucking good. It was really, really good. It was really good. Okay. So for those of you guys who don't know Miss Cleo, here's a little brief video about who she is.
I want to know.
Okay, I was wondering who the father of my baby was.
All right, let's take a look. The Miss Cleo DNA test. I'm solely searching for the father of your baby. He's a funny little chin, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, and the baby have that same little chin.
Oh my God. Ooh.
The cards can reveal things that you will never see by yourself. Call me now for your free tarot reading.
Call 1-800-980-8637.
Okay, so as you can see, she's mother to the bullshit. Basically, the documentary discusses her career as well as her personal life behind the scenes. One of the biggest things that I want to talk about real quick is I am very, 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 very similar to her. What was her problem, Phaedra?
Because she has nothing else going on.
That's not true. She had a lot going on. But, you know, the general public will say that she doesn't have a lot going on because of the fraud that was listed on her name. Basically, Miss Cleo has decompartmentalized a piece of herself, exaggerated that piece of herself, and that piece of herself was therefore the public representation of her psychic ability. Okay, I've done the same thing with the decompartmentalizations of myself in the tarot card deck that I have created. It's just she was before her time in doing this, and she did not possess the business knowledge to not sign a 360 deal. If you don't know what a 360 deal is, you might want to ask TLC. Basically, the company that she signed to in the 90s, and you have to keep in mind, in that time period, you don't control your own nationwide narrative. Social media was not prevalent around that time period. So basically, she was forefronted as a psychic corporation that was nothing more than a call center of individuals who you call in, you're trying to get to Miss Cleo, and you end up talking to somebody else on the phone who is reading from a script that is pretending to be psychic for you. They were largely capitalizing on people's desire to be or heard or to have somebody to talk to. However, they will forefront Miss Cleo, who was genuinely psychic, on the forefront of this to accumulate fans. All in all, my assertion about the documentary and what I deduced from watching it was Miss Cleo was truly gifted. The people that she was working with were fraudulent and scam artists that were scamming on her gift. And it was to my dismay that I had to watch her demise because she ended her life having cancer. And she was also a lesbian, and she dated a Caucasian female who actually vouched for her gift. And they also brought up a plethora of receipts of the people that she read. She was truly a gifted individual that walked amongst us. She was. She was. She was. She was. She was. Now, the thing about what she did, though, was that she took her characterization a little bit too far. Instead of it being an exaggeration of who she is, forefronted to broadcast her gift, she became, or she appropriated a culture in doing that. Now, do I feel like she meant any harm by that? I do not. But I don't think that the general public, especially the Jamaican community, was flattered by her appropriating that accent for the embellishment of her psychic ability, therefore being named Miss Cleo. Okay? But it's interesting. When you get a genuinely spiritual person, they have self-studied themselves. 9 times out of 10, they have about 2 or 3 alter egos that they call upon for different purposes. And in fact, Miss Cleo was that version of her psychic self that was used to not only entertain with the spirit of tarot, but it was used to attract people to an audience. Seasayers have been around since the 1700s, entertaining people since Elias, who was the first person to divinate tarot using playing cards, was out here. So she actually did forefront the entertaining aspect of what we do and what we provide as entertainers. And she did have genuinity with the authenticity of her gift. But big fucking brother. But big brother. They saw something that was entertaining, her persona, her history in theater. You know, they saw something entertaining. They forefronted it, making her the face of a scam. So much so that before she passed away, she owed the IRS more money than she ever made working for these people. It was an injustice that was done unto her. But because of her, we can control our own narrative through modern day technology. But we also have a platform as black spiritualists doing what we do. If you are a spiritualist or a tarot card reader and you do not honor the spirit of Miss Cleo, you are not truly fucking gifted at all. At all. Order up. At all. The world didn't see nobody like that. Now, Mercado, the Hispanic individual who read astrology, who also had a documentary on Netflix here recently, he was preceding her, but he opened up the lane for her. She was the first black psychic that had nationwide fame of her caliber. She wasn't as aesthetically appealing as we can present ourselves nowadays, but the standards of beauty were different. It was the 90s, you understand? She was a goddess of her time. She was. And if you listen to the testimonials of her friends and family after the documentary was released, like during the documentary when they put it together, it was great. Now, what I didn't understand, though, was why Raven Simone had such a prevalent part of it. I don't get that. I didn't understand that. You know, now I know that So Raven was probably inspired by, or, you know, can pay homage to Miss Madame Cleo as well. But Raven Simone is not a credible spiritualist. She's just an actress who actually embellished upon. She appropriated Miss fucking Cleo. If you ask me, it was like I didn't understand your purpose though. But something that Raven did say was that it is evil for people to capitalize on a spiritual gift in that way. And I would concur with that. Raven, I mean, maybe a brief appearance of her would have been cool, but she was in the whole documentary as if she actually knew her and was inspired by her. And you could tell she was not. She was just talking about her from a consumer standpoint. And in some spaces, she almost denounced Miss Cleo in ways. She contradicted herself throughout the piece a lot. But, I mean, you know, when you have Raven Simone up there, maybe it was for clickbait or for clout. Hold on one moment. Hello? Is this Tokyo? Hey, girl, I called all of your old numbers. I didn't know what number your number was. Hey, girl. When you pop? Okay, so you got time to do a feature. Okay, it's that same feature that I asked about the last time when I was in the studio. Toe up, but I ain't toe up number when I got the phone. Okay, cool. So I'll send you the track today. You need half up front, right? You got it. Text me what you need. I'm on the show right now. Say hey to my fans.
Hey, everybody.
Yes, there, everybody. Tokyo Jets in the motherfucking building, baby. I love you. All right, I'll call you after. Yes. She always come through, so you can expect Tokyo Jets on Bootz Bakery. Yes, I'm so excited. That was fun. Thank you. All right. So with that being said, going back to the documentary, I suggest that everybody watch it. It's called Miss Cleo. It's on HBO Max. And again, Miss Cleo, I'm actually going to pull one card on you, sweetheart. And I just want to know one card that your spirit would like to be elicited as you have departed, in terms of whatever it is that you want to say. The shade is upright, meaning that her legacy might have been tainted. However, if you look at this card, I'm coming out the back of what looks like to be a garbage can. You might have had the garbage in your reality elicited through your spiritual gift, but I think what you're trying to say is that we are holding your torch and we will carry it valiantly. Thank you, Miss Cleo. Thank you.